Well, this is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and I think this is about the last time you're going to see me this weekend. But of course, this is an SKS. At one time, these things used to sell for $75. I bought cases and cases and cases of them, and then sold them later on. I didn't hold them long enough because I didn't have the space. I wish I would have held them on till right now. They'd be worth quite a bit, all numbers matching guns. That's a Norinco SKS. But that's not what the video is really about. The video is really about the people that are around you, the people that influence your life, the people that do things that are extraordinary, almost artistic. This was done by an SF member from the Vietnam War, and this gun was done probably about 20 years ago, maybe a little bit more, a little bit less. I think about 20 years ago. And unfortunately, through those 20 years, the original stock and the original magazine have been lost, just to go for the coolness factor of whatever. You know, it had a choke stock on it that was side folding, that had some play in it and didn't really like, and then the magazines that they used to make for these things that I had really good luck out of. Of course, they don't make those anymore either. But this is the Tapco version of it. With this configuration, just like this, of course, it's a legal weapon for modification. But some of the things that Danny was able to do to this gun, and he was way, ahead of his time, or we were way late. I think we were way late. But he opened up the front sight. He opened up the channel there, where you have a really good view of the front sight. He, of course, this is not the standard finish. This thing is Parkerized, and probably did a few other things to it, stuff that just kind of above my pay grade. This is not a weapon system that I'm familiar with it, and I can work on it, and I can put them together and take them apart and that kind of stuff. But it's not my specialty. And these things got shot at, people like Danny all the time. In Vietnam, they had these, and they had AKs and even some flintlocks and all kinds of stuff, just whatever they had at the time. But anyway, wish we still had the original parts. If you ever have someone do stuff for you like this, that at the time doesn't seem important. And as I said, I wasn't able to get to know him really well. An older friend of mine, was, just due to circumstances, he always tended to look at us like we didn't know shit. And you know what? We didn't know shit. But anyway, this is the rifle I put back together, and I'll never get rid of, just because the person I know put it together and put his time into it, and he did a good job. This is Guns, Knives, and Watches, and be careful what you sell. Have a good one.